Three. Hi, everybody. This is Carissa Cliner. So nice to see you guys. Welcome to Go Pure. We are so excited to have this live. We are talking all about summer, right? It's summer. It's here. It's hot outside. Summer skin rescue. You are going to learn the 3 secrets to battle loose skin and sun damage today, because we have talked to you guys. We have talked to our Go Pure customers, and that is what seems to be what you are most concerned about when it comes to summer. You want to know about loose skin, you want to know how to battle it, and you want to know about how to conquer sun damage, because we're going to be out, we're going to be facing that sun. And so we're going to talk to all the experts today. I'm so excited for this live. This is the one where you get to really, truly ask all of your burning questions. We have our SD bestie, Stephanie Classy. She's going to be joining us today. She has the answers to truly all of your Go Pure questions. I am truly excited to have a chance to grill her, because I am anxious to talk to her and ask her all sorts of questions. Plus, we have Cynthia Castro and Corinne O'Connor. They work with our affiliates and our influencers with Go Pure. So they work hand in hand with the customers who are using these products every single day and seeing direct results. And those are the people who can really show you. We've got special videos to show you guys exactly how people are targeting these summer concerns, and they are making a big difference with Go Pure products. And they're going to show you exactly what products they're using, how they're using them, and how big of a difference they're making. So get ready to see the behind the scenes look at all the Go Pure processes and how the real results have really driven Go Pure to be this huge social media craze and this amazing skincare company that we all love. Of course, it's a Go Pure Live, so you know what that means. There's going to be some good discounts happening. So make sure you are shopping online. The best place to shop is on the website at gopurebeauty.com. You can just shop right here on the live. And I will, if I can get there, it'll load up here in just a second. There's my face. Ignore my loudness, but you can just shop right here at the bottom of the live. And there's going to be exclusive discounts, again, happening only during this live. So take advantage of those. And also, another thing that we love to do during a Go Pure Live is giveaways, obviously. So we've got some $50 gift cards that we're going to be giving away. Very easy to enter to win. You just got to like, comment, ask us the questions that you want to get answered. Super simple. Plus, there's going to be some polls that you can participate in. And if you have a friend who maybe you know has a big fan of Go Pure or might have some of the same questions you have, share this live with them so that they can be tuning in and watching and get their questions answered as well. And keep an eye out for upcoming Go Pure Lives, because this company does a great job at educating its customers, because they want you to know how to use these products. They want to have you get the most out of these products. And it's why today is going to be the best for summer skincare, because you're going to learn exactly how to prep your skin for summer, because we're going to learn from the best of the best. Okay, it's time to bring in our head of education and licensed clinical esthetician, aka we call her our Go Pure SD bestie, Stephanie. You guys all know her because you've seen her on TikTok, or maybe you've seen her on these Go Pure lives. She truly, when it comes to skincare and Go Pure product knowledge, she reigns supreme. So get out your notepads. You actually might want to take notes on this one, because this is basically going to be like a mini skincare workshop here with our SD bestie, Stephanie. Please welcome Stephanie Classy. Hi.
Hey.
So good to see you. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I know, it's our first live together. This is so exciting.
I know. I'm like, okay, where's my notepad of all the questions that I've been just like waiting to ask you? I'm so excited. So obviously summer is here. You guys asked your customers, like, what are their top concerns? And it seems to be loose skin and sun damage. So first of all, how does summer impact our skin in general? Like what should we be concerned about?
Well, I will say it is like It's been 95 degrees already here in Denver, and
I
it's
miss it
going to be
too.
like 102 degrees this weekend. And one thing I want to say about summer is that everybody's summer experience is a little different. Where I live, it's very dry. Other places get very humid. But what we do tend to have consistently is more UV exposure and heat. And that really triggers a lot of natural changes in our skin. And I would love for you guys in the comments, what is summer like where you all live?
Yeah.
I'm at elevation too. So it's like it feels like you're on the surface of the sun here sometimes. Like the UV is just so intense. And so and we're traveling and maybe there's wind or water involved in your summer. Hey everyone, Jan, I'm doing great. I'm improving. It's been quite a journey the last few weeks. Thank you for asking.
Bless her heart. Let's just tell everybody she's battling not just summer heat, guys. Poor girl has a boot on her foot right now.
I'm wrestling a giant boot. I just had ankle surgery like 2 weeks ago. So that's been a fun. I'm having boot girl summer. That's like what I'm having. Just like a big old huge boot.
Just another layer of stuff to deal with. It's
great.
Fantastic.
It's fun. But our skin does get impacted in a lot of different ways. So that's one thing I want to say about this live, because I see people saying it's hot and humid. Leah saying San Francisco is cool and overcast in the summer. Annette's here from sunny Vegas. We know it's hot and dry there. Yeah, Florida gets very hot. Faith is saying it's, all rain for a month. So do you see how it's really different? And that's one thing that I always say is skincare is subjective. The seasons really impact us, but all of your guys' summers still a little bit different. And so it's going to depend on your skin type, your skin concerns, and then how the changes in the weather do impact our skin. And now that you've told us like what your summer's like, feel free to light up the comments. Like, what do you guys see in the summer? Because we can get dryness and dehydration and patchiness depending on where you live. We get the crepiness, like body too, not just face.
Yeah, I'm thinking when it comes, like, my biggest concern for the summer is like, okay, well, here comes the shorts, here comes the swimsuits, and so now you're like the stuff that you could hide all winter long, you can't hide as well now. And so
it's so true though.
It's the button thigh cream that's like comes to mind for me.
Well, but okay, let's think about it though. Like, skincare does not stop at the jawline. And that's one thing I think that we've obviously really embraced and excelled at here at Go Pure is just like the skin is our largest organ. It does not stop at the jawline. But in the summer, we are in tank tops, we are in shorts. We're showing our neck and décolleté. We're seeing our arms. We're seeing our legs, like those different things. And that's valid. But a lot of times the weather is actually not just impacting how the skin on our face behaves, it's impacting how the skin on our whole body is behaving. And so if the weather is making our skin look more loose, it's looking more crepey, it feels more patchy, it feels more dry, we shouldn't only be focusing on our face because we're showing our body more too, maybe, but it's getting more sun. And it's also just dealing with the sun and the heat and the wind and the water and the sweat, and all of those things that we are, dealing with all summer long.
Yeah. So should people, I guess my first big question is, should people completely change their skincare routine for summer, or should they just alter it a little bit depending on the elements?
It kind of just depends on your skin, honestly, and how it behaves. Sometimes all people need to do maybe is switch up their moisturizer. And they're like, you know what? My moisturizer feels a bit too much in the summer. Like we were slathering ourselves all winter. We were just getting, turned into adorable little raisins from our heaters all winter long. And now the weather shifts and maybe what moisturizer we were using was a bit much. And we needed to as I say, lighten it up a little bit. Sometimes we do get dramatically more sun exposure. So we have to be even better with our sunscreen reapplication, but maybe we need to integrate more targeted treatments for dark spots. So it just depends on what your routine is and how your skin behaves. But I do think that it is really important to kind of assess, revisit, and sometimes we do a full overhaul. And sometimes it's just like a couple key changes that really make a difference that help our skin, look and feel its best all summer long.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Well, so let's go back to body. So if we're facing all these body concerns, what products should we focus on this summer for the sun damage and loose skin type concerns?
Okay, so I have a couple fun things here to share because you know what, we just launched our new button thigh cream. That's incredible. It's not just this really great targeted treatment for stretch marks and crepiness and that dimpled looking skin, but it's also really hydrating and moisturizing. And so it has a lot of those body care benefits built into it along with those targeted treatment benefits. You really are getting this like rush of hydration for the body. You can see the improvement in the look of the crepiness and the look of those stretch marks. But we have a really fantastic body scrub you can pair with it too that is also hydrating. Same thing with our arm and neck and chest. You know, we have these great products. It's more just like lean into that targeted body care and think of it also like the hydrating, nourishing, smoothing product as well. I like to talk about our body care, those targeted treatments, like your full skincare routine in one. But that scrub, oh my gosh, it is so underrated. And here's what you might not know about the scrub. It is a 3-in-1 product. So it is actually the wash, it is the exfoliant, and it is like a hydrating serum all in one. So your skin just feels so smooth, so hydrated, so plumped, and so prepped for your routine. Because a lot of times in summer, our skin can feel dry, it can feel patchy, especially with additional sun exposure. Like over time, it does impact oil production in our skin. So really helping slough off that dead skin. But man, that has like the superstar ingredient in our dramatically dewies in the body scrub. I don't know if you guys, Jennifer's saying the body scrub's amazing too.
I didn't know that because I'm obsessed with the dewy serum.
And so
that's probably one of the reasons why I'm obsessed with the body scrub.
It is though. So when you rinse it off, and I don't know if any of you guys have used the scrub, the first time I used it, because we worked on a ton of versions of this formula. This isn't just like an afterthought. This is a true clinical product. And we went through so many versions to perfect it. The type of exfoliants that are in there, the grit, the lather, the scent, you know, the impact on the skin, all of those things are so important to us and are really, really intentional. But when it rinses away, essentially that hydration serum like stays on the skin. So you have like 10% glycerin, you have those sugars, and you have that hibiscus fruit extract that is in the Dramatically Dewy, a really amazing clinically tested ingredient. So your skin is getting true skincare hydration. So it's like the wash, the scrub, and the hydration serum all in one. So it is the perfect prep for the neck and chest cream, for the arm cream. And I saw a question about arms and wanting to have a more lifted look on the arms. For sure, try our Sculpt and Tone arm cream. But it really is that perfect prep because you cleanse and scrub and prep, and then you have the rest of your amazing hydration, moisturizing, and targeted product in the neck and chest cream, the arm cream, and button thigh cream.
I mean, I'm just saying this, guys, like if I know that I'm wearing shorts or a dress or I'm going on a swimsuit, I will not, this is step one, because your skin will look more even toned and it just will appear nicer. It's softer. It's like, it's just, and then once you start using it, you're like, it truly feels like if I forget this or if I skip this or if I have to, then I'm like almost self-conscious. I'm like, I need to go back. I forgot to do the scrub because it just makes such a big difference. And you get so used to how it looks that you're like, it's addicting. It's addicting. So
yeah, it's an impact product.
You should definitely try it.
It's an impact product. Like I tell everyone, use it one time and come back on a live and report because it truly is an impact product. And I had my ankle surgery. So I've been in this ridiculous wrap for 2 weeks and I just got it off Monday and now I'm in the boot. So yeah, last night was my first like real shower where I could actually be all in the shower. And I was telling you, I was like, I wanted to use that scrub so bad on my legs that had been like wrapped up for 2 weeks. I just got my stitches out. I'm like, not yet. I'm just waiting to just tackle. I can't wait to tackle my lower left leg with that scrub. I will tell you because
oh my gosh, it's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so good. I do want to know, like, what are some common mistakes? Because I'm sure that you see this with, clients all the time. Like, what are some common mistakes that we are making in the summer that we need to watch out for?
Okay. And I saw someone ask for dark spots and discoloration. So Drusilla asked that. And that's one of my common mistakes. The sun, yes, produces UV. It's very damaging on the skin. The sun actually is the number one thing that causes the visible signs of aging all on our skin, head to toe. It's UV exposure, it's just like shooting us with space lasers all day long. And it's not just about getting burned. So yes, we don't want to skip the sunscreen. We want to make sure that we do mix up our routine and do our full body care routine. But one thing that I want to make sure that people don't miss is adding in a targeted product. So if you don't know, our vitamin C dry oil just got its packaging makeover finally, and it actually did get a vitamin C enhancement as well. But a targeted treatment in the summer, because it's not just the UV, it's actually heat. Heat triggers exaggerated skin discoloration on the face and body. So if you have dark spots, if you have more stubborn skin discoloration, if you struggled with things like melasma, heat is actually your biggest enemy. And so you really have to stay ahead of it in the summer. I know a lot of people get so frustrated with dark spots and with skin discoloration, and they feel like they're doing everything. And our Power Trio is fantastic. Our Brighten and Even Serum is your everyday antioxidant. That's amazing. But in my opinion, the biggest mistake that you can make in the summer is not adding in a good targeted dark spot treatment. This is very different because it uses a really amazing, stable, potent vitamin C with other ingredients like licorice root, marshmallow root, and rice bran that actually target more stubborn skin discoloration, because you can be wearing your sunscreen, doing all the things, but if you're taking a hot shower and in the heat, that will actually make your dark spots and skin discoloration look worse potentially and more challenging to resolve. And don't just use this on the face. Like, who here in the chat has skin discoloration on your chest, your hands, your arms? Like you don't stop at the jawline with this too. I'm saying this just got an even a little bit bigger size. It has a really oh my gosh, is it $20 and 30? Like, what is the price on this? $29. So I see it at $29 right now.
Yeah.
Full size. Amazing.
I do have a question. Is putting that on help prevent dark spots from coming, or is it more for after they've arrived?
It can be a bit of both. It's like prevention is a little bit ambiguous because if you're preventing it, it's not happening. So you don't know what would have happened. So yeah, it's a very theoretical approach to that. Like, but really, if you know how vitamin C works, and vitamin C is a very well-studied ingredient, like it is just your superstar for improving the appearance of dark spots, skin discoloration, helping your skin look more even. But there's an added bonus for lines and wrinkles with a good quality vitamin C product. So yes, there's always going to be like that balance of preventative and corrective, but sunscreen is going to be your biggest prevention product. Always your sunscreen. But again, sunscreen plus a good vitamin C is that superstar dynamic duo all year round, but especially in the summer. Okay. Yeah. Linda's saying on your chest also. I love that. Yep. Jan says I use the dry oil twice a day and been using it on the hands. I mean, I have a dramatic before and after on my hands too. It is legit. It's legit. Yeah. It's so good.
Absolutely. Okay. And real quick, I know we talked a little bit about the vitamin C. Mm-hmm. Is there any other like top summer skincare tips that you can share outside of like the SPF and the vitamin C?
Well, absolutely. Like we said, don't stop at your jawline. Like tis the season to dive into the body care. If you have not tried all of our targeted body care, go for it.
Yeah.
Our firming butt and thigh cream, our arm cream are actually cooling as well. So they feel incredible in the warmer months. And they do target the look of that crepey skin, the loose skin. And it's such a great time to get into a good body care routine because you do want to be using these consistently. And so this is the perfect time to really try using all the products and see those results, because there's just a good chance you're probably showing your neck and chest area more, your arms more, mm-hmm. your legs a bit more. And these are clinically tested products. Like they deliver amazing results when used as directed. So there's no better time. And the other thing I want to say, and I saw someone mention it in the comments, this is, in my opinion, the most slept on product. But for summer, the water cream. Yeah. When I was talking about, I love this. But when I was talking about, even if you're just switching up your moisturizer, because this has niacinamide, because our oil can be imbalanced in the summer, the heat, the UV can just trigger how our skin produces oil differently. I have combination sensitive skin. This is my hero. my hero. If you need to lighten it up a little bit, even just during the day, give the water cream a try because it has that niacinamide. Niacinamide is balancing. It can help with the appearance of pores. The skin can look more bright. And it really does have this weightless hydration.
It does.
It feels so good. It's amazing by itself, under makeup, all the things.
Yep. So this one, I use the anti-wrinkle majority of the year, but for the summer, I live on the water cream because it's just hotter. So it's lighter. It feels better, but it still keeps me extremely hydrated. It's an amazing product.
And I love seeing you guys in the comments talking about Donna saying it's so cooling on the face. Sean says keep the water cream mini in your pocket to use throughout the day. Brooke says, yes, love the water cream.
Oh, and Lorena, she says that she has combo oily skin. And it works really well for her as well. So fantastic. I love it. Okay. So Stephanie, you're amazing. Stick around because we have more questions that we want to ask you. But you did talk about how we have seen results in all of these products, which is very exciting because as you guys have probably seen, GoPure has had such huge success on TikTok and social media and all over the place. And the company is only 8 years old, which is mind-baffling to me because of how huge you guys are. But two people I would love to introduce you guys to are those women who work directly with the influencers, and they've helped make this brand the viral hit it is. The first person I want to introduce you to is our director of influencer and affiliate marketing. She collaborates with creators of all levels, from nano to macro, and truly loves building relationships with creators and influencers. And when she's away from her desk, she likes to do Pilates, hiking, shopping, and she likes to plan her next trip because she loves to travel. So please welcome Cynthia Castro. Hi.
Hey everyone. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited.
Good to see you. Okay. First question I just have to ask you is, what's your favorite summer GoPure product and why?
So obviously it has to be the tinted mineral SPF. I have it on today. I have it on all the time. I absolutely love it. Yes. It just makes you look so glowy and you don't need any makeup on.
It is so pretty. I always joke because even if it's not what we're supposed to be talking about on any of our lives, I fit it in to every single live because it is my favorite product of your guys's. Yeah. Finding a clean sunscreen is so hard. And this one is just amazing on all levels. So good choice. I love that one. Okay. Next we have GoPure's affiliate relations manager. She's in charge of building new and existing creator relationships while helping creators excel in their collabs. She loves to hype up her creators, send PR boxes. Hey girl, you got my address. And form authentic relationships. When she's not at work, she loves heated workouts, hanging out with her dog, doing DIY crafts, and listening to live music. Come to Nashville, girl. All right. This is Corinne O'Connor. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
So good to see you.
Happy to be here. I'm so excited.
First of all, live music. What's your music go-to?
Okay, so like a little bit of everything. I recently moved to Charlotte, so I have to get more into country. Like you said, I have to come to Nashville. I do like I hate saying EDM because everyone wants to judge, but like the dancey, vibey ones, not like robot sounds.
Yes. Hey, I love it all. So that's amazing. Okay. What is your favorite summer GoPure product and why?
Well, of course, the SPF, like you guys were talking about, you can never go wrong, especially in the summer. Don't forget to wear your SPF, girlies. But I would have to say our newest product, the Firming Bun Thigh Cream. I mean, especially since like your legs are out, you're in bathing suits, the sun is on you. I just love that extra boost of confidence that it can give you when your skin is a little bit more on display.
Yeah, mine's about gone. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this. It's life-changing. The button thigh cream, absolutely. You guys, I want to remind you, you can shop at gopurebeauty.com. There are special exclusive deals going on. You just can shop at the bottom of the live or head to the website and shop there as well and take advantage of these special deals that are happening just during the live. And keep commenting, keep liking, and you can also win a $50 gift card. We'll be giving away a couple of those throughout the live. So keep participating and let us know if you have any questions as well. Okay, so I want to talk about the top products affiliates are using right now. Of course, we're talking about summer skin concerns, you know, battling loose skin and sun damage. So share some of these affiliate stories that you've seen and heard, and what the skincare concerns seem to be with them, and what success they've had with what products?
Yeah, definitely they've been using like the butt and thigh cream, the arm cream, neck cream, and definitely seen like they have some struggles with like saggy skin, loose skin. I know Corinne has also seen a lot of that as well.
Yes. Whenever I'm texting with the girlies, I like to say, they're always like, oh my God, like the button thigh cream has like saved like my skin on my legs, like the arm cream, like I want to bathe in it. Like it helps all of like crepiness, just like sculpting. So we hear it all. And I feel like definitely the firming body products, and also the vitamin C. I feel like, I mean, Steph literally said this earlier, I feel like it's kind of like a little bit of an underdog. But like all of the affiliates are obsessed with that. So those products for sure we hear about a lot.
And the amazing part is, if there's any of these products you have not tried yet, you're maybe on the fence. Well, the one thing that really always speaks to any customer is seeing real results. So we came with evidence. We came with videos today. So why don't you guys show us some of your favorite affiliate videos?
Yeah, so one of my favorite has to be Faith's video. Basically, when we were at the Mega Live, we kind of shot their after pictures. So they had showed us our before, and then we showed them their we shot their afters there, and she kind of printed it on a postcard for the live, and she shows it in her video. So if you want to play that video.
Oh, great.
This was my legs not long ago. These are my legs. That is my legs yesterday. No joke. Yes, I'm going to show my knees because now I'm not embarrassed. I hope you have the best day. That's what I use.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
No,
That's cool. And
literally
you were there to like take the video. So that's the other thing. Like, I want you guys to realize your relationship is not like every company with their affiliates and their influencers. Like you know these women, you see these women in person.
Yes. So we talk to them all the time. They literally tell us kind of like their journey and all the things. So Faith actually made multiple videos that day too, just like even showing her emotion of how happy she is to see her results.
Well, and I was there and I saw her choke up. Like she was literally choked up over that. And I think that that's important. Like Cynthia's the one who actually took that picture, because there are a lot of questions. We get that all the time. Is this legit? I'm like, no, I was there. I saw the whole thing unfold, and it's really real, and it's emotional.
Yeah.
It was honestly like really touching, because I wasn't there when like you guys were doing that, and like hearing all like the feedback and like getting the texts about it like in real time and seeing the video come to life was like so moving. It was like kind of tear jerking. So it was really beautiful seeing her reaction and of course her results.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a big difference when it goes from, look, I've not worn shorts in 5 years, 10 years, to now I can actually buy shorts again. I mean, those are things that, you know, some women have just written off shorts. They're just like, nah, I just can't wear them anymore. Nope, just don't like my legs. So it's done. And I mean, this is changing their lives. It's changing how they shop, how they see themselves. It's a big deal.
Yeah. No, actually, now that you say that, it's so funny. One of our creators, Eileen, who is such a gem, she literally texted me that, like, almost verbatim. She was sending me a picture. She's like, I'm literally going to the movies and I'm wearing bike shorts. I can't even tell you the last time I've worn shorts. She's like, this is insane. And it was because she was using the button thigh cream consistently and like was just feeling so much more herself, like more confident in her skin. And that's just so beautiful. And like, obviously what Go Pure in general wants to do for everyone. So it's nice hearing that.
That's so great. And then I know you guys worked with some women who, you know, postpartum is a big thing, right? I've got 2 kids.
Yep.
I know all about that journey. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course we work with like a lot of mamas, which we love. So we have definitely seen a lot of great results from some of our creators. Off the top of my head, like Nikita from V Beauty Products, Susan from Susan RN Boy Mom, and Eileen as well, who I was just talking about. So those are just a few, but yeah, they've had some really incredible results with all of our different products in all different areas, especially the body products. One to note though is Nikita. She's had literally incredible results and actually used our arm cream on her belly because like you were talking about, she was postpartum, she was like a mom of 2. And like, it literally has blown us away with how incredible it went. It went completely viral too. It was absolutely nuts, but we can actually show you a video of that.
I'm going to bring your confidence back.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. She has
Wow.
incredible results. She has a few videos too on it, and it's remarkable. I love it.
That is awesome. And now I need more arm cream because I'm just using it on my arm. And why have I not been using this on my stomach?
Right? I know. I was like, dang, I got to get on that.
I
Like,
should have watched Akita's video. Darn it. Okay.
I know. Like, I'm not a mom or a postpartum, but like, I got to get on that like now. So
that's amazing. I love it. Okay. Now let's talk about like, you know, we talked a lot about loose skin and like the look of aging, sagging skin, crepey skin, you know, that's a big concern for a lot of women. How about that?
For the crepey skin and like weight loss. So after a lot of our creators have actually lost weight, a ton of weight. So then they start getting the crepiness and the loose skin. A lot of them have actually came from like the GLP-1 community. So we've had a ton of them. And I love to talk about Lori. Lori is our number 1 affiliate. I would say like the one that really went viral for the first time. And she actually started using the arm cream just on one of her arms. And it like had such dramatic difference. So I would love to share that video.
You see the difference, right? And just for the record, no, there's no tape. There's no surgery scar. There's no nothing here. It's the arm cream.
Whoa.
I know.
I think that was she there on the day you guys launched it on your TikTok live? Stephanie, was she there that day? Yep. It was her that I literally hit buy. Like, I remember watching hers and I'm like, sold. I bought it that second because that was mind blowing to me. Also, so much props to her for committing to doing just one arm.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like,
Dave tried to do that. And she's like, it started working so fast. She was like, nope, I am not walking around like that because she was starting to see the results too fast. Yeah. She's like, I am not walking around with one arm that looks totally different. Because that's, I mean, and again, we've all seen her in person. And I think it's important to note with these are such powerful stories. And Lori like came to us like organically. She purchased the neck cream organically, and then she had the opportunity to use the arm cream before it launched. These are real women with real stories. And I see people in the comments, I don't know if you guys have seen them, the same thing, multiple people on these dramatic weight loss journeys. I've seen people say they lost 80 pounds, 50 pounds, 150 pounds in our comments here today too. So these are real women that have real stories, just like all of you in the comments too.
I do see a question. Maybe you can help with this, Stephanie. What is the difference between the arm cream and the butt and thigh cream? I have both and wonder which one is better on stomach skin.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Remember, these are targeted products because our body, the skin is not skin. And that's what's really important to note. The skin on our face is very different. The skin on our neck, chest, arm, stomach, butt, thigh. And so they behave differently. The cells turn over differently. They have a different thickness of the epidermis and that subcutaneous layer. So they are prone to different concerns. That's why we make targeted products, because the skin on your neck is thinner, it's more dry, it produces less oil, area of movement. So you get crepiness and sagging skin differently than how it would behave on your arm. But here's what I will tell you guys. And I loved that this went viral for the stomach, the arm cream, because originally when we were working on developing that product, I worked with Emma, and I'm actually one of the people that wrote the product development brief for that product to give to our PD team. Originally, we were thinking about a full body product because we had so many of you guys asking for targeted body care solutions. But throughout the process of development, we realized we would be able to serve you all better if it were an arm specific product. However, some of those ingredients have a lot of benefits for other areas. So that initial thought of the product still will show other benefits for other areas. I would say on the stomach, if your main concern is stretch marks, I would use button thigh cream because the button thigh cream has a very unique first to market ingredient that specifically targets the appearance of stretch marks. And it really is a cellulite dimpled skin superstar. It's very hydrating. It's fantastic, but it does have an auxiliary benefit for lifting as well. And it's amazing for crepiness. The reason I think the arm cream is probably my top choice for the stomach is a lot of people are specifically looking for an improvement in the appearance of sagging skin. So the data on the arm cream has specific ingredients that are contouring, focus on the appearance of lifting and elasticity. So how it like works on that sagging skin, I think is why it is my top pick probably for the stomach. So that's what I always say on my lives. If you have more of an issue and concern with loose skin and sagging skin on your stomach, for the time being, use the arm cream. And if your main concern is stretch marks or dimpled looking skin, because I didn't know in my 40s, I was like, why is my stomach looking dimpled? This is rude. I did not sign up for this. I didn't know this would happen. So it can happen anywhere. Then I would say button thigh cream, because it's all about really what ingredients are in there. The formulations are very different. And I get asked that a lot. Just so you guys know, these don't have crossover ingredients. These are very unique products, very different things that hydrate and moisturize. So the weight of the products are different, but they have body specific products that were tested on the body for different concerns. So they are incredibly different formulas. But I think that's why the arm cream is kind of that awesome superstar for the stomach too, because it has such a great component specifically for lifting the look of sagging skin.
No, that's a great answer, because I do think people are battling different things depending on what has going on in their body.
And that's why, I mean, I've had 3 kids. And so I know like the stomach you can get, depending on what your concerns are, is it stretch marks? Is it sagging skin? And you can use them both, because, the arm cream will still have a benefit for stretch marks and dimpling also. It's just kind of like, what's the main benefit? What's the backup benefit? I mean, you could do both if you wanted to. That's what I do. I'm using them both now.
I like it.
Not gonna lie.
I need to take advantage of the sales that are going on this website, because
we have sets. Get this. That's why we have such good sets right now. You guys grab a set. So you
absolutely. Another thing that a lot of people are commenting about is dark spots. Again, summer, we talked a lot about how that's a big thing in summer. What are your affiliates using to combat their dark spots?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we all have to worry about that. I mean, I have so many freckles everywhere. I'm a redhead. So I also love this product, but our affiliates are obsessed with the vitamin. It was called the vitamin C dry oil. Now we just changed the name, same formula to the vitamin C power treatment. So yeah. Oh yes, Steph showing the bottle. It's so cutie. But yeah, we've had so many of our affiliates like reach out and say how it's worked like on their face, their chest, their hands, because obviously you get that like surprisingly a lot of spots on your hands. And like they just are blown away every time with how well it kind of helps to fade the look of those dark spots. Did something just happen?
Yes.
Well, I think somebody won a gift card, but I don't have the name yet. So whenever I get it, I will announce it.
Okay, cool.
Well, there it is. Terry L. Congratulations, Terry. You just won $50 to spend on whatever you want at GoPure. All you have to do is just shoot an email to support@gopurebeauty.com, and they'll explain how you can get your gift card. Congratulations. And that is not our last giveaway, you guys. So keep your comments coming. Keep your questions coming. You could still win another $50 gift card in this live. So don't worry, more to come. And we have more visuals as well of like dark spots treatments and befores and afters. So stay tuned for that. I do want to know also with Corinne and Cynthia, what products do you guys, now that you maybe like, I'm sure you guys work at GoPure, so you know all the amazing things about these products, but like after hearing so many success stories over and over from your affiliates, was there any products that you were like, okay, I mean, I was kind of sleeping on this and now I need to like really get on this routine because I'm seeing these results and now it's really won me over?
Yeah. I always like never really liked my arms, but I was like, there's no way this arm cream is going to do anything. Like it's whatever. And then when I started seeing all the results, especially so many creators started using it on one arm, I was blown away, and it's like a must have now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Like how she said, I feel like you always are skeptical about like certain products. I feel like that's just how humans are. But especially after, well, of course, knowing our products in general and knowing how well our product development team works on these products, like we already have faith, but then of course, like just hearing those real results and those stories from the girls that we work with, the affiliates, it's makes you like even more excited and hopeful to try it. So I feel like definitely like the button thigh cream, the arm cream. Also first, when I first was hired, the neck cream, especially, like I feel like I never really thought about my neck. And then honestly, seeing all of the like amazing success stories and results that from the affiliates, like of course that's been like everywhere. I was like, oh my God, my neck is like horrible. I need to like get on the neck cream. But that one especially like was my first like, oh my gosh, like I have to like take better care of my skin. So yeah, I would say the neck cream for sure was my first one that happened with.
And the dry oil, like I guess I was like, oh, okay, dry oil. But once I started seeing all the results, and Stephanie too, like it's like one of her favorites. Like I was just like, I have to use this, and I'm obsessed with it. And I always have one like in my office. I don't have the new packaging yet, but I'll definitely be ordering some once I'm done with that.
I am her biggest fan. You guys, every time I'm live, I will figure out a way to talk about it. I will fit it in there because just as an esthetician, and I know we have a video on a dark spot too.
Yes, we have one with Nikki, one of our top affiliates. She's amazing, and she actually got her mom really onto GoPure, and she has been using the vitamin C treatment, and she's had incredible results. We do have a video on that we should play.
This is my mom, Nancy. She's 74 years old. She just started using GoPure in August of last year. The difference, here it is up here, to this is insane. So if you have any sunspots, age spots, dark spots, this is 1000% going to be your move. Do you agree?
Oh, it's the best.
Wow. That's crazy.
No, and the new price on it, you guys, we didn't just get new packaging. It has a new price. So if you haven't tried it, try it, because as an esthetician, literally, I think the first thing that actually brings people to the awareness that they want to do more with their skincare routine is dark spots. Because they really, before we start losing, maybe some firmness, before we start seeing lines, we just kind of get a spot or like some unevenness. And we'll wake up one day and be like, who are you? Why are you here? You weren't invited. And I've just really experienced it. That's when people say, you know what, I need to do something different in my routine, or I need a routine. I didn't have one. I would say 9 times out of 10, it's actually most likely dark spots. And so to have something that works so well, so consistently, and in my opinion, very quickly, because dark spots have a very long timeline. And I will always say, like, whatever you think a timeline should be for dark spots, double it. It can be a slow process. Be patient, be consistent. But that's actually not just how well our dark spot treatment works. How quickly I see people get results with that is actually one thing that is amazing with that too.
Yeah, that's amazing. You guys take advantage of the deals. Again, you can just shop at the bottom of the live. Right here. If you just look at the bottom of the live, or you can go to gopurebeauty.com, take advantage of these deals that are happening only during this live. That's $29 right now, that vitamin C. So definitely take advantage of that. And sorry, my screen went black for a second, but I got you guys back. So that's fantastic. I got scared for a second. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the vitamin C. We showed that amazing video. There might be some more before and after clips that are pictures that we can show you. Rose, feel free to throw those up there if you do have those. Is there any like other products that Karen and Cynthia, you guys want to talk about that are your all-time faves, or that you have seen the affiliates love?
Yeah, well, I know we were just obviously talking about the arm cream a little bit before vitamin C, and we do have some really great videos on that I think we should show. I mean, Stephanie, of course, was like hitting all of the friggin' fabulous points of both those products. And I always love that you call out that you can layer them because they obviously like work totally different. And that's also a benefit of our products. So I feel like it would be great to show some of our videos. Okay, so there's an image up there right now. We also have a really great video of the button thigh cream from our friend and affiliate, Kylie. So I would love if we could show that video as well.
Is a game changer for me because I have a ton of loose skin given some body changes that I've been through in the last year or so. This continues to get in there and reduce the look of that cellulite and hydrate my legs at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so good. I've met Kylie. She's amazing. Yeah. She's also like loves the body scrub too. She talked about how that just started working immediately with her as well. This is another one that we should, you guys don't sleep on that one.
That's why I say get the sets. There's really good, there's a big set that we have. Is it in the showcase? Where it has all the full suite of body care. So if you guys are like, do I want this? Do I want this? There's a really great deal on a set that has the scrub, the neck cream. Oh yeah, I think they're popping it up for me. I love this set, and it's almost like a $200 value, and it's $117. But these will, if you're using them appropriately, they will last. That scrub is amazing, but then you get all the things. So you're not compromising. You're not trying to ration it. You just get the full suite of the body care at a really, really good price.
Okay. I want to know if you guys are watching this live and if you've used, let's just start with the neck cream. Throw a pink flower into the comments, because I'm curious to know who's used it. And if you have, you want some more tips on how to use it, or you have any questions about how to use it, let us know. The neck cream, am I wrong to say that this is like your guys's baby? Like this was the one that like put everybody like was talking about this product first whenever it came out. With GoPure, like over 1 million plus sold at least, maybe more than that now.
Yeah, literally, I think it's like over like 1.5 million jars now sold. It's literally insane, and it's award-winning. Not to brag.
Yeah.
What's your guys' top tip for someone using the neck cream?
I would say to use it consistently twice a day, morning and night, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another thing that I feel like a lot of people forget or don't know of is just rubbing in upwards motions actually helps a lot. So that's a key also for neck cream.
Okay. Why is that so important? Tell me that, Stephanie. Just because the wrinkles start from looking down?
I'm actually not like, I'm not trying to burst your bubble, Corinne.
That's okay.
But my whole thing is I just want people to put it on the skin, and I'd rather have people put it on a bigger area than stress out about like the motion initially. The real reason we want to go in like an upward motion, it's the front of the neck. We want to go upward and then down on the sides. It's actually for like what's underneath, because we have like really important like vascular systems here and our esophagus here. So it's more for what's going on underneath, but also we don't want to be dragging that thin, delicate skin downward because we're trying to make it look more lifted. So my biggest tip actually is making sure that we are applying it on a bigger area. So we want to be applying it up the center of the neck, along the sides of the neck. Really make sure that you're getting it up your jawline. That's really important. Down the sides, all over your chest, and then the back of your neck, because this is actually the biggest mistake I see with the neck cream if you want to get great results. Say this area right here is where you have those main concerns, which is probably where you're going to see them more dramatically. Why are we only putting that product just right here? Okay. Are we going to get a great lifted look on our neck if we put it right here? Or if we are really using that product, all in that area? If we want the area to look more smooth, more lifted, more hydrated, we want to treat the skin. We lift from the top. We lift from this back. So really, if you are doing more what I call global application, you're going to get the best results. So yes, we do apply it in an upward motion through the center, but we want to get along our jawline, down the sides, all on our chest and all on the back of the neck, because that will, in my opinion, really dramatically increase your ability to get great results, because we're not just helping this area. If we're helping all of that skin, just really think about how dramatically different those improvements are going to be. But I also don't want people to think they're going to hurt themselves if they're like stressing about the motion. I'm like, start by putting it on your skin. Don't pull and drag, and just make sure you're applying all on like a bigger area, and be consistent consistent, you know, like was said, 2 times a day. These are clinically tested products, but to get like the result like we got in those studies, you're going to want to make sure you use it like it was used in those studies, and that's 2 times a day.
Okay, that is a very good tip because I definitely was not doing a good job of using that right here. And we do have a video from one of our amazing affiliates, Lori. So I want to show our neck cream video from Lori.
This is the before photo that everybody wants me to recreate. And I've been using this consistently day and night for a little over 2.5 months. Looking down, it looks better.
Wow. So crazy. You guys, and there's so many of those. I mean, I would say with that, most of your affiliates come to you first with the neck cream.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. If you type in neck cream on TikTok, whoever wants to see, you'll see tons and tons of before and afters for any of the products.
So cool. Okay. What about the arm cream, guys? Okay. Use that like arm emoji, you know, the muscle one. If you've used the arm cream, because I am curious to know how many of you guys have tried it yet. And if you have any questions about the arm cream, like, you know, shoot them now so that I can, you know, ask our experts here. It's definitely the cleanest arm cream on the market. What are your guys' top tips about using the arm cream?
So I learned from the affiliates that you don't need to use a whole ton. Like a little goes a long way. So definitely you don't have to use a lot to like save the bottle and then buy the next one. So yeah, a little goes a long way. And what I love about it is that it's like cooling and it's not burning.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. I feel like we touched upon this, of course, but we can never say it enough. Like Steph was just saying, like making sure you're using it how we're telling you to use it. So make sure you're using it twice a day and being consistent. Like consistency is literally key with all of these products and just skincare in general. So yeah, I would say those for sure.
Okay. Oh my gosh, those results are just unreal. Okay, Stephanie, how about you?
Well, first I want to say, like, I love that, Cynthia, you brought up a point, something that because we learn from all of you guys too. We listen to your comments, we pay attention to your comments, your feedback, all of those things. And, you know, this is a product, I love the arm cream, but it's a thicker texture than I think people realize. And for me, it's just so yummy and rich, and you do want to apply a lot. And I think that that's true for a lot of the products. And I just love that, you know, we can share tips that we are learning from you guys. So if there's any tips you guys have, please share them also. Same thing with this one. Application. I'm trying to fit into the screen here. We have a lot of results where we're looking at the underside of the arm. Make sure you're not only applying this under the arm. We lift from the top. And so if you really want to get a really great lifted effect on the arm, apply it all around that upper arm area, not just on the underside of the arm, because this really helps the skin look more lifted, more smooth, more elastic, more contoured. But I really love how it works on the roughness as well. So both to get the better impact to help the arms look more contoured and lifted, but also if you're like me and you get really rough, dry skin on the backs of your arms, make sure you're applying it all around the arm area so you get the best benefit of the product. But it's so amazing on rough skin too. And that's really common on the back of the arm. And that's one of my favorite things about it. It just targets so many things.
Yeah, I mean, and your arms are shown a lot in the summer. So I think that was probably a big reason why you guys wanted it so moisturizing, because you want to be able to put it on and be able to go, because you're going to be seeing it. And what some of these like results that you guys have from your clinical studies is pretty amazing. I just want to quickly just run through those. 100%, not like 99, like 100% saw improvement on the look of elasticity. 95% saw improvement on the look of texture. 84% saw an increase on the look of firmness. So, I mean, some high numbers there. So that's awesome. Carla said it's also been awesome to use on her rough elbows because it is very moisturizing. So that's a lot of women, I think, like, you know, people struggle with that. So that's a good point too.
Well, and our products are so multitasking, so Sean's saying, I just helped eliminate my KP so that KP, that keratosis pilaris, we can get that roughness. That's why we also take into consideration the texture, the hydration, the moisturization, not just the benefits and the targeted treatment, because our skin's different on different areas of the body too. And if it's an area that gets more roughness on top of those other things, we want to make sure that we have all of those key pieces of the puzzle there to make sure you're getting a solution to so many things for that area.
Okay, I love it. Okay, now I want the like waving hand emoji if you have used the body scrub. Smells so delightful. I mean, that's not like the number one reason to buy it. It's the results. But I mean, just a side note, it smells so good. But it really hasn't been launched for that long. It already is really highly rated, 4.9 stars on TikTok. So good. What are your guys' top tips about the body scrub?
For the body scrub, I kind of say, like, think about it like skincare. Don't over exfoliate. So just make sure you're using it 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah. I would also say just making sure you're not like too rough on the skin. It's already made with like great exfoliants, and the scrub is beautiful. It's also a very pretty color. So I would just say make sure you're being a little bit gentle. You don't want to be too rough. I feel like whenever we exfoliate, we almost want to rub really hard, but that can really irritate the skin. So I feel like that's a good tip. So yeah.
And then from our affiliates, now I'm including them. Our affiliates love to use it obviously prior, like to exfoliate their skin, and then apply like the button thigh and the arm cream.
Yeah.
And I will just say, don't use it on your face.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I mean, I don't know if it wouldn't like, okay, it's not like the world's going to end, obviously. But I know personally, I have like 400 aunts, and I have a huge family. And throughout my career as an esthetician, they want to use every dang body scrub on their face. Like, just don't tell me. But this is a body product, and we have some other really great facial exfoliants. This is a body scrub, and I love Corinne's tip. Like, a physical exfoliant is, I mean, sometimes it's a little exciting, but you don't need to, scrub hard, because it actually has 3 different grain sizes of these sugars. That has 3 different sizes of that volcanic sand. The cushiony lather actually, I feel like, does buffer it really nicely. And those hydration ingredients really do help soothe and nourish the skin. So just to kind of continue what Corinne was saying is like, let's just keep it like through these zones, but it's not intended to be a facial. And I do say Brooke is saying good on the feet. Yes, I actually learned this tip from Faith. Yeah. Again, because we're always learning how you guys love to use these. This is really great on dry patches before you get in the shower, before your skin is wet. Massage it. So if you have rough elbows or dry patches on your body or your heels, actually use it and rub it in before you get it wet and before the skin is wet. And then get it wet and lather it up. And it's amazing for like a home pedicure too, or more like really rough skin. It's fantastic.
I have a personal question I just thought of, Stephanie. Let's say this, a lot of people are battling eczema. Is a scrub good or bad for eczema?
So eczema is a medical condition, so I can't give specific advice on that. I do have a child that has battled really severe eczema his whole life. Eczema is just really it's a unique concern. I'm always hesitant to exfoliate on top of eczema because it's actually a bunch of like micro breaks in the skin itself. So we always want to make sure that we are following our dermatologist recommendations for that. It's going to be different, but a lot of times it's about protecting the skin, supporting the skin barrier. A lot of times we're trying to avoid any additional like exfoliation on top of eczema.
Okay, good to know. All right, now let's get to our butt and thigh cream. You can do the leg emoji. If you want to do another emoji that you feel like is more appropriate for the butt and thigh cream, by all means, just let us know. Have you used the butt and thigh cream? I'm curious to know if you've tried it, if you love it. What are your thoughts about it? Have you seen results? All the things. I'm obsessed with this new cream that came out. I know a lot of you guys are. They just launched in April. They were sold out pretty quickly, and then they had to get back in stock, which is so amazing. You guys tell me what you love about the cream and your guys' top tip. Oh, I love the peach emoji. Good job, May. That's a good one.
I just love how it feels. Literally, I love applying it and using it because it just feels so good. And yeah, you can apply it to like lightly damp skin as well. So that's a tip that I really like.
Yeah, along with Cynthia, I feel like I love the texture. It's just so silky and lovely. Like, I know that sounds like strange to say about a cream, but like it's so nice. And it's like, if you haven't tried the butt and thigh cream and maybe have tried the arm cream, it's like a completely different texture and feeling than that one is. Like the arm cream is way more like thick and kind of like rich, luxurious, but the butt and thigh is very different and also has a really naturally colored like pink. So it's really pretty too. But I would say, like a big thing, especially that we love to remind our affiliates is, of course, we came out with the scrub that we were just talking about. And I feel like a really big thing that sometimes we can forget about is just making sure, like when you're exfoliating, like we kind of touched upon earlier, like use the creams after that, like on slightly damp skin, like that will really help. Like the exfoliation and the slightly damp skin will really help just like the product absorb way better, and in turn probably help your results a little bit too.
Okay, great. And I think you guys, did you have one more affiliate video? Maybe Kylie?
Yes, we
Okay.
have a good before and after of our friend and affiliate Kylie that we could show.
Is a game changer for me because I have a ton of loose skin given some body changes that I've been through in the last year or so. This continues to get in there and reduce the look of that cellulite and hydrate my legs at the same time.
Wow. So cool. What is that key ingredient? Like, why is it so good with stretch marks, Stephanie?
So it all goes back to actually what we put in these products. And my favorite thing about these products and this is that it really does work. So this has an Arctic marine ferment. It is a biotech ingredient. We're actually the first to market with this ingredient. And it works because this is an ingredient that has extensive data on its own by itself. It really kind of gets at the root cause of the issue. And it's a very like restorative, reparative ingredient. And that's why I just love it, because it's very hard to find body care specific ingredients, but the amount of testing that goes behind this and this, just the way this works to actually, improve the appearance of those stretch marks in particular, it's really, really fantastic. It's just how reparative and restorative it is to the skin. And that's something that, like, my favorite thing about this is that they work. There's data on the ingredients before we decide to put them in the products. Then once we perfect that formula and we go through a very intensive process to do that, then we put it through a third-party verified independent clinical test to make sure that it's going to do what we think it's going to do based on all the data that we have on these ingredients. But then when we put it out there into the world with our affiliates, with each and every one of you, I mean, with this in particular, we had so many ways that we were testing the visible results of this. I mean, like, there was a small group of us combing through these before and afters, and they really are amazing. And I just want to say, like, I have stretch marks, I have dimpled skin, and I really don't, it's very natural and normal. And as we age, there's a lot of things that change in the skin that make them look more exaggerated. This is such a restorative formulation to improve the appearance of so many things. I don't think anything's going to make my butt's never going to look 20 again. I'll tell you that much, for several reasons. But to have, my legs, all those things, but to diminish the appearance of the cellulite, to really help soften the look of those stretch marks. I always want to set expectations. If you look at all these before and afters, you can tell it's the same person. You can see the improvement in the look of the cellulite. You can see the improvement in the look of those stretch marks, of those things. You can see how the skin looks more lifted, less crepey. You can tell that's the same person. But you can see really the improvement, how the dimpling is less exaggerated. You can see how the skin looks softened. It looks, much more nourished, and it does have a more youthful look to it. But that's really important to note about this. And I always say, have patience, because something you guys might not know about the body is that, yes, in our youth, on our face, the cells turn over about every 28 days. And then as we age, that timeline extends. On the body, it's actually 30 to 60 days. So even in our prime, it can be a minimum of 60 days to see results. But then as we age, that timeline extends. So everybody's journey and experience is going to be different, which is why we say 2 times a day, stay consistent. And we are also kind of low on butt and thigh cream.
Oh,
So
no.
just so you guys know,
No.
I don't know if I'm like sharing something I shouldn't share, but you guys can hop on this live, grab your goodies. Like if this is something you guys wanted to try, check out the sets because we are having a hard time keeping it in stock because it works really well. The proof is in the pudding. You see all these amazing, examples of it working so well. But we are having a hard time keeping it in stock because 'tis the season.
Yeah.
And so I will also say scoop it up and give it a try and just be consistent because I think we are kind of low on stock again.
Okay, well, so I'm definitely adding to cart right now. There's that Firm It All routine. I think they have highlighted right now on the live. It's like 103, and you can get, I think you get the neck and the butt and the arm all at once. So that's a great deal to take advantage of for sure. Linda says, my husband says I have a Go Pure addiction. Linda, relatable. Okay. We all feel you on that. You guys, we're about to wrap things up. So if you guys have any direct questions about anything related to skincare or Go Pure products, please send them in now so I can try to get them in real quick before we wrap things up. We still have another $50 gift card giveaway that we're going to have. And also take advantage of these discounts before the live wraps up. So this is my little warning. Like if you have it sit in your cart and you're thinking about it, try to check out quickly before these deals go away. And let us know if you have any questions. Brooke said she added it to her subscription so she does not run out. That is smart. That is wise. That is something that I highly recommend. That is a very cool thing that GoPure does do. You can get a subscription to your favorite products so that you don't even have to think. It will just come automatically at a time that you're about to empty your jar. And so then you don't have to worry about it. It'll already show up in the mail. So that's exciting. And Mary also has an addiction to Go Pure products. Girl, I get it.
We're in the club.
I love it. Okay. So also let's just go back into summer real quick. We were talking about, summer skin rescue, the 3 secrets to battle loose skin and sun damage. If we want to highlight those 3 summer secrets again, Stephanie, I'll let you, go ahead and highlight those for us.
Yeah. So I have so many.
There's so many, but our top 3.
Okay. First and foremost, yes, sunscreen. Sunscreen is every day, all year round. But I do think summer is a really good opportunity to get into good sun care habits because there's just a good chance we are going to be getting more sun than we are used to. The sun is the number one thing that's going to age our skin, damage our skin. And this is a very safe, amazing, effective, incredible sunscreen. It's what I have on my skin now. So get into great sun care habits where you are actually reapplying. So even if you're just kind of all year round, maybe hit or miss, or you're not reapplying, this is a great time to just level up your sun care and those habits. Get into consistent care with your body too. Okay. Again, we're probably showing our arms more, our neck and chest more, our legs more. This is a great time to get into really awesome. I know in the winter, if I'm, my legs aren't seeing the light of day, all these other things, I might fall out of some habit. I know I don't shave my legs.
I was just going to say, shaving for sure.
And so again, get into consistent habits because you do have to consistently use your products to maintain results. It's you don't go to the gym for 6 weeks and then you're set for life. It doesn't work that way. This is your little skin gym that you're helping get, back in action. So get into those really great habits. And then if you have not, grab that targeted treatment, get that vitamin C power treatment. She is amazing. And so that is something that is, I would say, if you're going to add anything else, and it works well with body care, because I saw questions about skin discoloration, dark spots on the body. This pairs so well with your body care. And the price on it is unbeatable. It's $29 and it's a bigger bottle. It's so good. You guys have to get it. Just blame it on me if you don't love it, but you will.
I love it. Okay. I've got a few questions I want to get to before. Jan wants to know, when do you apply sunscreen in your skincare routine?
It's your last step in your skincare routine. So you would do all your other skincare and then you top it all off with your SPF before you move on to any makeup if you're doing that.
Awesome. Amy wants to know, am I supposed to use the moisturizer after the neck cream, or will that water it down, so to speak, the neck cream?
I would do neck cream first. So I do any cream-based targeted treatment. So I would do after my serum. So you cleanse, tone, do any serums, that I would do any cream-based targeted treatment. So I do eye and neck and chest. And then I would do moisturizer to lock it all in, and then my sunscreen.
Okay. Shelly says, what's the lead time on vitamin C oil? I'm not really sure what that lead time means, but maybe like how long does it take to
Well,
kick in
so I'll answer a couple ways to make sure we like
cover what she
figure
means?
out. So a frequency of like I like to apply you can apply it in any order with your serums. First of all, I could argue any layering order for that product, really. But you could use it a few times a week to every day to twice a day, depending on what your skin can tolerate. I do think anytime with results though, always kind of check in at 4 weeks, check in at 8 weeks. But for dark spots, a lot of times 8 weeks is the minimum. And then you're kind of building from there. But you want to make sure anytime you guys want to see an improvement in dark spots, okay? If you want them to look better, you got to be doing proper sun care because that's what, watch the heat on your skin, watch your sun care because you can't be damaging your skin while you're trying to repair the damage to your skin. You're just, you can't be trying to put out a fire while you're starting a fire right behind you. It doesn't,
Right.
it's kind of a little counterproductive. So just really make sure that you're using good sun care, but it's really amazing.
Okay, fantastic. Angie wants to know, has anyone used any of the creams for back fat? If they have, which one?
Have you heard that from any of the affiliates? I'm really curious.
I was just going to say, from some of our affiliates, when we were like sending out some early butt and thigh cream samples, we did have some of the girls like use it on their lower backs. And kind of like the side, like love handle area. And they did see success and it was crazy, like seeing the results. So I would say all these products are so fabulous. And as you've kind of heard throughout today, I feel like our affiliates get creative of where they can use them because they always say, oh, I just need to bathe in these products. So I feel like if you're curious, just test it out. Like what can go wrong, as long as it's like an acceptable area, like your back for sure. Like you can test one of the products.
I agree with that. Like I'm pro, like, let's use our, reasons, reasonable thought processes here. But again, these were formulated for and tested on specific areas, but I know what's in the products. And so like, I for sure use the butt and thigh cream up as far on my back as I can get because my worst stretch marks are actually like the muffin top zone.
Yeah, like right.
Literally, that's where
where your belly was growing when you were making children.
It was back there.
Yeah.
And so, and both the arm cream and the butt and thigh cream have really amazing contour ingredients, and they're very different in the arm cream and the butt and thigh cream. So I would absolutely say, like, we can't say like, yes, that would for sure work because that's not where we tested the product. However, just based on what I know about the ingredients, I'm like, give it a good old college try because that's what I do too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that you guys get this question a lot, but I'll ask anyways, like how long till you see results with the body creams?
Well, I would love Cynthia and Corinne to kind of share some, because I can always give the official answer, but skincare is subjective. And so I do think it's really powerful to share if you guys know of different people's timelines for different things, anything that stuck out to you, because everybody's result. I mean, like I've heard people say, I saw a result the first time I used it, or 3 weeks in. We know people that were literally, it was 90 days for them, but they have insane results. So I would love for you two to actually kind of throw some real world examples that
Yeah, I totally have some, honestly, because like they'll always like text me updates, which I absolutely love. I know actually Faith, for example, who we were literally just talking about earlier, one of our queens, when we sent her the firming butt and thigh cream, she was only using it for about 2 weeks at the time and already was texting me, was like, this is crazy. Like I'm already seeing results, like was sending me pictures and it already like had a great improvement from what it was. So it was really crazy, like seeing where she actually was at more of like the 4 or 5 week mark, which we showed the video earlier of her kind of showing her results that Cynthia took those pictures of. But yeah, like it's crazy. Like you said, I feel like everyone is so different. So obviously results vary, but like for a lot of girls, like sometimes they'll start seeing a lot of like changes or improvements at that 2 week mark. And then it just gets better from there. But yeah, like most times, like max results, or like really, really a big change, I would say is mostly at like the 6 week. I feel like that's when a lot of our affiliates will be like, I had like at 4 weeks, which is like the typical like 30-day mark. They'll be like, oh, this is like, I'm really like, I've looked completely like improved, or my skin looks very different than what it was before. But at that 6 week mark, like it's just an even better change. So it's pretty crazy what just like those 2 extra weeks can do.
Yeah.
But I say most commonly it's like 2 weeks they start seeing things. That's usually what I get from the affiliates. And then 6 weeks for like really great results.
That's encouraging. That's very exciting. I mean,
Yes.
I am one of those people where, number one, I'm not the most observant person. So I like take before and after photos. I mean, I know that's everybody's like top tip because it does help you see things. Also, I just feel like with my skin, it takes me a little bit to like notice a difference. So with me, like I think with both things, it took me probably like almost to the end of the first jar till I feel like I was like, okay, I really see it. But that's very typical for me to have to use a product for a while for me to really like notice a big difference. So, and it also probably depends on the severity of your case too. Like if you just have like little minor things that you're trying to change, then it might take a while, right? But if you have like a lot you're trying to change, you might notice a difference, like, pretty significantly.
Well, and we do formulate, and this is important to note because everyone's skin is different, but the intention when we do formulate is to give a short-term and a long-term benefit. And so we actually, for most of our products, have benchmark data points at 4 weeks and 8 weeks. And a lot of people do expect to see results in 30 days, but especially once we're over 50, it can just take a bit longer because our skin, the renewal timeline is longer. But even on our button thigh cream, we have data points after the first use. We have really impressive data points after 1 use. And so everyone's going to be different, but we do have, the intention to hopefully give a short-term and a long-term benefit. And it is cool, as we develop these products, as we do these tests, to get real clinical data points back after the first use on certain improvements as well. It's always going to depend on the product, the quality and condition of your skin. All those things are going to impact your own timelines. If you've had a lot more sun exposure, just expect that you might have a different timeline. But and I even think things like stretch marks, if you have like more fresh stretch marks, you're probably actually going to get potentially a more dramatic result than someone like me who's been sitting on these for 20 years, So it's just, skincare is so subjective. That's why we do these tests and why we love hearing so many personal stories also, because it's so cool to see people have their results, what they got after the first use or after a couple weeks, or just really being patient, what they saw in 60 to 90 days too.
Yeah. And another thing I would highly suggest, you guys, if you're not already a member of their VIP Facebook group, I would highly suggest that, because I think one of the things that speaks the best to you about different skincare products is finding someone who has a very similar situation as you. Maybe like you're like, oh, that looks exactly like my legs, or those, yes, that is my exact arm issue, or she's explaining exactly what I have. And you can it's real people sharing their real results with these products. And so it's a really great way to get exact feedback from real Go Pure customers. Yeah. So I highly recommend you check that out. Also, of course, look at TikTok, because there is a lot of affiliates on there as well, on Instagram that can talk about it. I did see that somebody asked if there is a face wash. Of course there is. This is my favorite. The Gentle Gel Cleanser. I keep it in my shower, so I just splash water. But this is my favorite face wash that you guys use. It feels so good. It's so nice. And it takes off the makeup, but does not strip your skin. You feel like super soft and moisturized after. I love this. This was one of my first favorite products as well from you guys, because I have struggled for years to find a face wash that I really like, because I wear a lot of makeup for television and my job. So taking off all that makeup, always like by the end of getting it all off with a lot of face washes, I would always just feel like my skin just felt so dry that I just hated it. And I do not feel that with you guys. So I love your guys' face wash. You have another one though too, I think. But
that's our only wash. And Linda says, I love that it doesn't sting my eyes.
yes.
So if you've been here a while, you know that we gave that cleanser a makeover and it's upgraded. It's so much better at, you know, removing things like makeup, and it doesn't sting the eyes now. And it works for all skin types. It's so good. I love that cleanser. It's amazing.
It's so good. Yeah, so definitely check that out. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We do have one more winner of our $50 gift card. Congratulations, Linda. Yay.
Congratulations,
You just
Linda.
won a $50 gift card. All you have to do is shoot an email to support@gopurebeauty.com. They'll explain how you can get that gift card and spend that money, honey. Try something new, or, you know, restock your favorites. Whatever you want to do. I get it. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us and telling us all your knowledge and explaining all of these different products and sharing some of your affiliate stories. It's been so enlightening talking to you and learning from you. So I appreciate your guys' time.
Thank you so much. This was so fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
So much fun. Let's do it again.
Well, happy shopping, everyone, and enjoy your summer. Thank you so much. Bye.